Sirius is a man of integrity, but the females who become his targets suffer from a certain agitation in their hearts. A fight is taking place. A bunch of soldiers are running around. A juicy demon is there in the middle of everything. The humans are shouting that the monster's formation is too tough. There's no way to win. The thick demon gave him a telling off. Hey friends, you all seem a bit scared. What's up? These humans really don't have the same taste as my king. This is the demon queen princess, Yug. A blonde friend on the ground talking to Sirius says, you have to run. These monsters are at a very high level. Don't worry about me. You're an F-rank trash. Terrible, useless, disgusting, worthless. You won't be able to do anything. But our dude is a Sigma. He says he came here to protect everyone's safety in the city. He won't run away at a critical moment like this. Don't worry, I know how to deal with her, okay? Damn, why she has to be so inflated. I'm not complaining. The boy is just like us there. He's saying that he won't run from the battle. He needs to bring justice to this world, fighting every creature. But his nose is bleeding. His friend tells him, stop acting crazy. My body can't even stand against her. How are you going to fight her? The goblin says to the queen, there's two alive there. She instantly orders to kill them, but our protagonist is stoic, standing there like a rock. Then she says she's going to make Sirius head a wine cup. But that's when the system rings. You need to add fuel to the fire. The queen is surrounded by a purple aura. She's in front of him and Jesus, she's that big? That would be a lot of work to do. But Elon Musk would envy my productivity. Her hand surrounds his entire head. She approaches with her big mouth to give him the lethal cruel blow. But suddenly the system shows, full kiss completed. Sirius explains, his system can constantly increase his power if he can create agitation in female monster hearts. The blonde friend is there, Sirius. What are you doing there? The queen fell to the ground on her knees. The goblins are asking, Princess, what are you doing? Sirius just gives that sideways look / the sword passes like butter. The queen recovers her consciousness and steps back. She's confused. What happened to me? I got a little crazy, got heated. I was drooling and I don't know why. I was going to kill him. Why did I decide to kiss that filthy small human mouth? It's this jerk's thing. He has some damn magic. It's going to be a more complex battle than I anticipated. Siri shouts, for the safety of the people in this city, no matter what happens, I won't give up. I'll go all out until the end of the battle. I will put my honor, my values and my body at risk to save everyone. The goblins are talking among themselves. Damn, the dude there really kissed the princess? That's wild. I wish I was that human. Suddenly one other goblin comes shouting, you guys are crazy to question her feelings for the king. That human. He used some kind of magic, it must be. The queen is scared. I can't let the king know that I kissed a human. But there's something weird. Her heart is beating too fast. Sirius' little system says agitation value 15%. She sends the goblins to attack again. But he's stone cold as always. The trembolone goblin is already above, coming to give him that axe blow. Our guy is prepared and skillfully dodges the cut. But after blocking, his sword was screwed. He looks ahead. There's another coming with that hammer blow. At the right time he crouches. Right now his defense is the same, but his attack has increased. He cuts the goblin, but he was also able to dodge. But his weapon was divided. But there's another on his back. Give me a break. What's this? Siri says. Goblins were supposed to chill out a little at the beginning of the series, but those are desperate to kill the dude. He takes that sidestep and uses an aura cut with his increased power. The blonde friend is shocked. How is he holding up all this? This isn't the power of an F-class. Look how confident he is. But this Jim Brothers goblins aren't that easy to deal with. His cut only scratched the chest. He looks, hears something back. Is the queen coming from above, ready to strike with all her mighty thighs? Incredible display of power and flexibility. He's going to be crushed. He crosses his arm to try to defend, and an explosion happens. The blonde friend even closed her eyes there. Flying debris went everywhere. The goblins want to know what happened. They didn't expect this. Sirius is on the ground, and someone is using him as a mechanical bull. The goblins rush to save her, but the tail is coming. Isn't the back part we wanted, but it's the one that killed the goblin. She's there, gigantic, on top of our little guy, that is defenseless against such a monstrosity. The poor goblin was sent far away. The queen tells the goblins that no one should do anything. Whoever disobeys this order will suffer. From her facial expression, I think she's in the mood to play poker with our guy. The system says her agitation is already at 91%. She keeps asking herself, what's happening? The goblins are confident that the queen will kill him. She opens her mouth. I'm going to bite you to death. She grabs his head, saying that he looks tiny in her hands. My ex said the same words one time. She's going to end him by inflicting pain in his ears. They are turning red. A little drool appears. plus 50 defense. Cirrus is there. What can I do? This is the price of my power. Even if it goes against my honor, I have to endure it for the safety of the people. Is hard, is squishy, is warm. But for the Empire, I will stay here until I have the necessary power to overcome this fight, no matter if it's an insult to me. But the queen was puzzled. What am I doing? Why did I feel like doing this with this human? Our guy is trying to resist the strong sequence of blows she's hitting him. She says she hates him. She can't understand why her body isn't responding to her orders. She's a powerful creature. What's happening? Our guy is there, gaining 120 agility. The goblins are already celebrating. The queen wants to kill him, right? I think so. But another one points out. Stop talking nonsense. You can see by her dog eye, red cheeks, and gasping that she's not trying to kill him. Our little guy is under there, gaining 130 defense, plus 150 attack power. He's just enjoying, getting stronger, he thinks. Now I have enough status to deal with these monsters. It's my turn to fight. He goes for a surprise attack in her back. She did want to get hit from the back, but not with that blade. So she says, "You are a traitor and an evil boy." She stopped him with the tail. Then she grabbed him by the neck. He notices that he hasn't gained enough strength yet. Now the goblins are cheering again. I told you. She wanted to kill him. She's very cruel and was just playing mind games with that poor human. Our guy realizes he's without armor, but he's not scared. Look at his Sigma face. The demon stretches out her hands, getting ready for a lethal blow. And she's thinking that she has to endure it. She has to resist all this urge. But there's something building up inside her. The system says agitation value 100%. Our guy is being crushed. He's under the happy mountains. She's coming down. It's time for a delicious punishment. He says with his current strength he can't defeat this monster. His friend is there, asking herself, this is a fight? Our guy is already closing his eyes, repeating in his own head. For the safety of the city, I'll be a small sacrifice for the greater good. Even if she uses all her weight to finish me up, I'm not hesitating. I will stay here. I will fight to the end. It's time to show her what happens when I get serious. He throws his hand behind her head. I'll show you my power. He pulls her closer. Gains more defense, more strength, more concentration, more everything at this point. The goblins are all perplexed. A guy from far away saw everything. He says, "My beloved, what are you doing, babe?" He's the king and her husband. But look at her face, while our boy is all smiles. She looks to the side. Oh, it's the king. Cirrus thinks he won't take it well. The system warns. It's detected that the demon king took a critical hit. All your bonuses are doubled. But now the cuckold is going crazy, while she's there stuck to our guy, saying, "Hey, I'll explain. It's not what you're thinking." Cirrus is thinking, I don't know if my current strength is enough. But here comes another big bite from her. The bull shouted and went flying in their direction, telling the queen to get out of the way, hitting them with a sword strike that was defended. But Cirrus was thrown to the ground next to the blonde girl. She asks, "Cirrus, are you okay?" He gets up there, saying he can still take a little more. Staring at the broken relationship, he thinks how the king had disappeared and in an instant was in front of him. Not to mention that the attack power was much higher than he thought. The demon king says to the queen, "Didn't you say this wouldn't happen again?" Poor king, isn't even the first time. This is the demon lord Barrett rank A. He tells the queen that he has forgiven some of her small mistakes. So why is she still acting like this? She screams, the reason for all this is his fault. Why was he so late? Why did he take so long? Okay, the cuckold's fault is that he didn't come home on time. The king is shocked. What do you mean? Even the goblins got puzzled. She scolds him, saying it's all his fault. All this happened because he was late again. That's why she does these things. And he still has the audacity to question her and threaten her. The king is there, speechless, stuck, unable to say anything. She continues scolding him. Why were you so late? Explain why you didn't get here earlier. She turns her head angry. The king tries to calm her. Oh my dear, don't get angry. I was wrong. I was dealing with other humans. Even the goblins are impressed with how the king lowered himself to the queens, accepting such a humiliation, while Cirrus and his friend want to secretly slip away while no one's paying attention. The difference in strength between him and the king is too great, so Cirrus helps his friend that has her legs hurt to get out of there. Back to the cuckold, the queen is saying it's all a problem with the king never being on time, that humans seduced her because he wasn't there. The angry bull accepts it. It's true, my dear, no need to cry. It's all my fault, but it's all fine. I'm going to kill him now. so don't feel bad. She grabs his leg, saying of course she won't feel bad. He's the love of her life. How could she fall in love with someone like that human? Just because she couldn't resist doing all of that with him, that doesn't mean that she likes him. The king sees that Cirrus is fleeing away, then asks the goblins, "Aren't you doing anything?" The goblin says the queen told us not to interrupt her fun cause she wanted to enjoy all that she could. The king gives a shout, "You bunch of idiots!" flying towards Cirrus. That unfortunately is distracted. He's back-facing. He notices in the last instant. An explosion happens, and Cirrus H was thrown this time. He's in pain, and the queen is just watching, and she saw him falling next to her. Cirrus even broke some ribs, and knows that he has no way to defend himself against that guy. Not to mention he's too fast for him to react at the moment. He's no match for that, and he's coming again. The kings come raging. Cirrus is about to be cut in half. Barrett shouts, "I'm going to cut you in half for seducing my pure beloved wife." Cirrus thinks there's no escape anymore. The strike was about to hit when the queen slapped the king in the face. The king got bugged, how come? Meanwhile, Cirrus has already gotten up and is running away. The king is crying, "Why my beloved is doing this?" She just apologizes, saying that she feels very bad, but she can't see that guy die. Those words gave another critical hit to the king. This betrayal was too much. All that Cirrus wants is to get out of this place now. The queen looks at the king and asks for the body of that human, cause she wants to do her cruel attacks on him like she did before until he passes out. That was too much for the king. He couldn't take it anymore. He felt as if losing a battle would be 100 times better. Then says, "My dear, what are you talking about? Is that really what you wanna?" But she's going crazy. She needs Cirrus right now. The king even had to hold her. While crying he says, "You said I was the love of your life. Don't go to him. I'm the king. He's just a small human." But she just ripped her hand off him, activated her power, jumped on him, saying she can't take it anymore. She needs to let it all out. What it is, I don't know. You tell me, my brother. She gives him a big hug, and the king from afar sees everything, while our guy is gaining more power. 140 more concentration, more attack, more speed. Look at his face in pain and agony, thinking that all he can do now is try to survive, right? The king asks, "My beloved, is it because I'm not good enough, or is it that human's fault? What does he have that I don't have? I'm going to kill him now for you." But she gives him that stare. "Don't bother us. We have a lot to do right now." He even fell to his knees. The system says that the demon Lord Barrett collapsed, and Cirrus gains 5 more levels. The blonde friend says it's time to flee. She comes to give him a sword, but he tells her, "Don't do this, it is dangerous." And she gets hit by a tail slap and was thrown against the wall. The queen keeps hurting Cirrus, saying that she feels that she's not the same person as before. But strangely, in her heart, she feels a lot of joy. While she's in all that joy, the king is getting up, saying he's tired of this. It's all lies. He comes to hit her again. But when he saw her lovely face, he stopped. Even though Cirrus was right under her, the king didn't have the courage to hurt that beautiful creature that the queen was. He starts crying, turns black and white as if his soul got broken. Drop the sword. He can't take it anymore. His soul is already leaving the body. The system says Demon Lord Barrett has entered a total collapse and is about to self-destruct. 3 more levels for Cirrus, queen, and she asks, "What are you doing, Barrett?" The goblins want to flee. "Let's get out of here, queen." But she's being held by the king that wants to go to the afterlife with her. This collapse of the king has finally made Cirrus reach level 10. And with that he receives a new ability, the Pleasure Slash. Seeing that such a thick queen would die, our boy didn't hesitate to use his new skill to finish the king, cutting right through him. The Pleasure Slash is a skill where the body becomes a shadow, and you teleport through the enemy within 5 m, slashing right in the target. The queen is scared to see the king falling to the ground, but with that his self-destruction has passed. Our guy realized that if he levels up he'll gain more upgrades, more skills, while the queen shows how cruel she is. When she saw the king laying on the ground, she thought, he really had a weak mind and body. Didn't deserve someone like me. But even without a head the king jumped on her, hugging her waist. She'll die along with her promise. She says she doesn't want to, but he already activated self-destruction again. Our boy was already running when she saw the queen crying desperately. "Someone save me please." Our guy sent the slash, grabbed her arm. "Gotta save the juiciest one." Everything blows up, but our guy is gonna escape with the baddies, right? Everybody fell to the ground. There's someone above him and a lizard on top of his chest. It is the body of the demon queen Yug, but with a life value of 9. She took a little run by his body and went into his pocket. His friend is doing us a favor, but Cirrus just wants to look at the system that says, Lord Demon Barrett defeated successfully. Reward for elimination, dungeon map. Wow, my reward is a map. Should I click on this map or not? I need to think very carefully. Our boy is taking his time for sure, like he really has to think a lot. Oh hey, how are you? Can you get off there please? She finally got off. He clicks on the system and opens the map of the place. The map is showing everything, where the dead ends are, where the traps are, the resources you can get, and even the boss room mark. He's excited. This way they can go straight to the boss room without worrying about getting lost. The blonde asks, what are you seeing there? He says that it's nothing. Only he can see the system. He gets up there and helps her. That's when he feels something in his heart. He falls to the ground vomiting weird stuff. The blonde asks what is going on. The hand of our guy is already turning purple. The little finger is shining. Damn, broken little finger. What's happening? He's agonizing. Rolling on the ground, on his back there, something's already coming out. She asks what's happening, then comes to hug him. She feels that his body is hot as if he's catching fire. His little finger seems to have dissolved. Our guy is gonna lose consciousness in the arms of the waifu? After some time he finally recovers. She asks Cirrus what's happening with his body. Why is it melting? He explains that he was poisoned. The city of Warcraft was attacked 6 months ago. He saw a bunch of monsters fighting against the guild folks, and one of the guild members was carrying a box. The boss came to give a hit that landed right on the box, which was destroyed by the monster. When that opened, Cirrus was thrown far away, buried in rocks. The box was dripping with the same stuff he vomited. The demon got in front of that guy, and from the sky rained blood. The smell was so terrible he started vomiting. Every flesh disintegrated when touched by that rain. Even the monsters were dissolved, but he, buried in the rocks, was safe from the rain. But even without touching it, just by smelling it, he was poisoned. When he woke up in the hospital, the doctor said he had at most a year to live, but the blood of the demon god could save him. That's when the system appeared with a message: if you accept the system, you'll have a chance to get the blood of the demon king. Obviously he accepted right away. It was that or die, and the system told him that the blood of the demon king is in the Nair dungeon. Back in the dungeon, he says he learned how to recover slightly when the venom attacks him after a while. But now he needs the blood of the demon king because he's running out of time. He needs to go and finish this place so he can get that blood. But first they need a few more armors and equipment, right? They'll have to go through a room nearby to search for some new items. The scene changes to a group of adventurers walking through the dungeon. The guy was there with his shield in front, all confident. But his eye closed, and in a second a laser passed right through the middle of his face. The blonde guy told everyone to calm down. If you make a wrong move, you might trigger some hidden mechanism and kill another person. Even the tank, who was the most resistant here, died in one hit. But someone has to clear the way, so who's gonna go? Or who's gonna be dragged? The guy with the bangs shows up and says whoever has the lowest level goes first. Those are the rules. The weakest guy says, you are crazy, I don't want to do this. But Bangs explains, you already know what's gonna happen. You either die there or die here. Threatening him with the sword, he says, you know the consequence of disobeying orders, don't you? The blonde guy tells him to wait. He made a device that rebounds. Give it to the guy. It'll at least increase his chance of survival. But the psycho just cut it off, saying that is unnecessary. But his friend asks, dude, what was that? That could have helped everyone. The guy with the bangs says, if you show me other garbage like this, I'll kill you now, get up. The guy is shaking, thinking about the fact that he can die at any instant while searching for traps. He tries to be as careful as possible, step by step. It's a mix of relief and desperation. He just stares at the ground. The crazy guy says, come on, we don't have all day. He wants to lift his leg, but he's sweating. His weak arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater. Mom's spaghetti. One more step forward. Nothing happened. Now keep going. The guy's about to go crazy. He can't walk anymore. There's no more courage left in his body. So shouting that he doesn't want to die, he runs towards them. But he stepped right at that moment. Everyone is shocked and confused. This time the killing blow came from above. So the device changes even the direction of the attack, and there's no way to know where it's coming from. The guy's body falls lifeless to the ground, signalizing the danger of taking a single step. The guy with the bangs coldly says, now, who's the lowest level? But it's at this moment that a doorway down the corridor opens. The guy turns to see what it is. It's our Cirrus. Apparently, they know each other because the blonde guy says Cirrus is from the distraction team, and he should be dead by now. Crazy One didn't like seeing Cirrus alive and shouts, you idiot, how are you still alive? Cirrus is confused with that question and asks, what do you mean? Then some time before they went to the dungeon, the guy shouts, "You bastard! How do you know the color of my wife's panties? Explain how you have such accurate information about her body also." Sirius says he's training his intuition for the next battle and that's why he can perceive the color of anything around him. The cuck of this time didn't like that. He already goes to cut Sirius' neck and asks him one more time, "Explain, why do you know this? What's your relationship with her?" The cuck friends hold him back. "Calm down, Captain. You can't kill anyone in the city or you'll be arrested." Then hits his chest shouting, "I won't allow you to tarnish my integrity like this. I'll show you the result of my training. My intuition helps me with any gender, so I know this about you guys."